Oh yeah, so we can start with like I said, like suggestibility tests, like kind of see like where you might fall like on the hypnotizability scale. And you can all three do this at the same time. Quick voiceover here to explain the first test. It's the eye roll sign test, developed by Dr. Spiegel in the 70s, and is said to be able to predict hypnotic capacity in every 3 out of 4 people. The higher your score, the higher your capacity for hypnosis is. Here's the test in action, and you can follow along with these tests to see your own possible hypnotizability as well. What I want you to do is look up past your eyebrows as high as you can. So you'll look up past your eyebrows. Yep, just like that. Look up as high as you can, as if your head was made of glass and you could see all the way to the top of your head. And I'm going to count to 3, and when I reach 3, just take a nice, deep, relaxing breath in, and on the exhale, slowly close your eyes while keeping them focused up there. So 1, 2, 3, take that nice, deep, relaxing breath and slowly close your eyes while focusing on that spot up there. So perfect. All right, and you can go ahead and open your eyes now. All right, so that's one little test indicator. And then another one we can do is if you guys just put your arms out in front of you. Yep, just like I might need a little bit more room or give each other a bit more room. Yep, just like that. Yeah, that looks good. And then go ahead and close your eyes. Close your eyes and imagine that in your right hand is a bucket. In your right hand, imagine yourself holding a bucket. It can be a tin bucket, a metal bucket, a plastic bucket like at the beach, but just imagine yourself holding a bucket. And now imagine that I'm beginning to fill that bucket with heavy, wet sand. So just imagine I'm beginning to fill that bucket with some heavy, heavy, wet sand. Imagine that bucket getting heavier and heavier as that sand begins to fill that bucket more and more. And now imagine on your left hand and arm that I just tied some string to your wrist. And attached to that string are just hundreds and hundreds of these giant, brightly colored helium balloons. Imagine hundreds and hundreds of these giant helium balloons tied to your left hand and arm. And imagine those balloons rising higher and higher into the sky. Those balloons getting bigger and bigger, rising higher and higher. And that bucket in your right hand getting heavier and heavier. That sand beginning to just overflow out of the bucket as it gets heavier and heavier, heavier and heavier. Balloons going higher and higher. And on the count of 3, go ahead and open those eyes. 1, 2, 3, eyes opening. You can take a look at your hand, see, the difference is a good indicator. Yeah.
Whoa. Yo. So here's
Yeah.
the
So
versus.
Kelly might be more hypnotizable than she previously thought. So, but
Oh.
nobody did poorly on any of them that I saw. So hopefully, all 3 of you can experience it to at least some level. How would you rank their hypnotizability after watching the tests? How would you rank your own hypnotizability if you tried them yourself? After conducting the test, I thought Kelly would probably be the most hypnotizable, with Alec coming in second and Jonathan showing the weakest responses. Here's a clip now showing them responding to a suggestion later on during the session, and you can compare their responses to the suggestion with how well they responded to the test. Now, what I want you to do is just imagine yourself now completely stuck to that couch, completely stuck. It's as if you've just sat down in the world's strongest glue or strongest cement. Imagine yourself just completely stuck to that couch now. You've just sat down in the world's strongest cement or strongest glue, and that has just completely stuck you to that couch, that world's strongest glue, strongest cement. In fact, imagine yourself so stuck to that couch, so stuck to it, that it's as if you become part of that couch. It's as if you fused right to that couch, as you are just completely stuck to it. And you'll find that the more you try to get up, the more and more stuck you become to that couch, as if all of the gravity in the room were just solely focused on keeping you locked down to that couch. Next time you open your eyes, you find yourself completely stuck to that couch. It's as if you sat down in the world's strongest glue or strongest cement, or even become fused to that couch. You are just completely stuck. And the more you try to get up, the heavier and heavier you are, and the more and more stuck you become. And 1, 2, 3, eyes open. All right, so we'll try this one now. So if you can go ahead and just stand up for a minute for me. Is this one working a little bit better?
Stand up.
All right. All right, you can sit down. Kelly, are you stuck then? You're stuck. All right, you guys can sit down. All right, perfect. All right.
Stop. Whoa.
Kelly, I thought you weren't going to be the most hypnotizable.
We give you the mic.